Hello YouTube and welcome to Full Dottle, a channel dedicated to tamping topics such as pipes, tobacco, lore, and more. I am your host, the Bearded Briarman, and without further ado, let's get lit. Welcome back YouTube, and on this episode of Full Dottle, I'm going to show you around a little bit. I've had a few questions on my pipe collection as well as my cellar, and so I'm going to turn the camera around, take you for a little adventure right here in the Full Dottle Smoking Lounge and show you what my setup looks like. So let's get started. So first and foremost, let me just apologize for the shaky camera work here. I have a camcorder that doesn't have much of a shake resistance and all that stuff. Got a new camera on order, so we'll see how that turns out, but bear with me. Here we go. All right. So this is the Full Dottle Smoking Lounge. We come in here. That's my light set up in the tripod. And there is where I bring you all of the Full Dottle episodes. Little setup. This is also, the Full Dottle Smoking Lounge is also my pup's room. Now generally, somebody would have blinds up right there, but my dog doesn't like blinds very much. I'll show you here on the other side. See those blinds? Yeah, my puppy dog doesn't like blinds, so I leave two open in an attempt to allow him some space to look out. At any rate, here is what one would consider my cellar. On the top, you can see I have the boxes for all the pipes that I've ordered. Over there is a humidor, a travel humidor, a cigar brand, I believe, travel humidor. Pouch, extra pouch of half and half, a few pipe stands. This so far is my pipe library. I have many more books, but this is just specifically on pipes. I've got About Smoke, the book that is featured in my channel art, and the Pipe Smoker's Companion. There is my Country Gentleman corncob pipe. It's the odd one out, I guess. Up here is the first jar of tobacco. This tin is empty. It's just used basically for photographs and stuff like that. And this is what I jar all of my tobacco in, the amber ball jars. The amber ball jars are UV protected, as I've said, and so that is what I use. This one here is Full Virginia Flake from 2011. It is a 9-year-old straight Virginia, my absolute favorite. Over here are my bulk blends. I've got two. Right now I am smoking the Vulcan Erango Vulcan Supreme. I am smoking that in my 673 KS Rusticated Oceano. Next to it I have the Haunted Bookshop. Those are bought in bulk because they are staples in my rotation. I smoke them regularly. Then we have our cabbage mixture. The Bayou Morning Flake that I just did a review on. Some GLP's Cairo. And this is another Vulcan, GLP's Odyssey. An English blend, Bengal slices. one of my all-time favorites, Seattle Pipe Club Plum Pudding Special Reserve. And of course, half and half Cottage Blend. Just today, I went and traded one of my Cabby's mixture for some more Bayou Morning Flake. And this was gifted to me. It's some RB Plug. I generally do not smoke aromatics. As a matter of fact, I've never smoked an aromatic, and I don't plan on starting today. I'm sorry for all of those aromatic fans out there. It's not for me. So at any rate, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Maybe I'll throw it in the GAW. That's a good idea. Anyway, guys, that is my tobacco setup. I have a very modest cellar. I do have a few other tins in my closet. As I've said, I think I've got 4 Cabby's mixture tins that I will cellar for another 4 years. And then I have 1 tin of full Virginia Flake. I think it's going on like 11 years old or something like that. And as soon as I finish this jar here, I'll smoke that. I also have a jar that I tinned myself 2 years ago. I'll give that 3 more years before I open it. So very modest. I don't do a lot of collecting for my cellar. I'm generally, once I find a blend that I think will age well for full Virginia Flake and Cabby's mixture so far, I stick it in the cellar with a few tins to age them. But generally what I do is I find mine on the secondary market. I generally purchase tins that are cellared by a private seller and buy them from them. So I generally buy as I go rather than cellar myself. But that could all change. But as of right now, that's how I run my cellar here. So there it is. This is where the magic happens. I just purchased that light. I have to buy another one because it's casting shadows onto my left side. And I'll put it over here, and that way it evens it out. And then there's my tripod. You can't see my audio equipment, obviously, but at any rate, I'll spin this back around and we'll go over my pipe collection. Okay, so I hope this turns out okay for you. Starting on your right side of the screen, I believe, we are going to start with my Savinelli 673KS Rusticated Tortuga. Almost every single one of my pipes is going to be a Savinelli 673KS. I'll tell you when we change. Here we have the Dolmiti. Moving on, we have the Fantasia. And I apologize, I haven't cleaned them up this month. I generally do a cleaning once a month. I have not done so yet. I generally wait until the mid-month mark. And here we have the Friday Savinelli, the Roma Lucite. As I was saying, I'm smoking the Oceano. Next, we're moving on. This is the 80S Aaron Bulldog Peterson. Will be given away at the conclusion of the 100 through 250 sub giveaway. Then I have my Dracula Series Peterson 999 Rhodesian. Okay, let's get the angle here. This one I'm not going to be giving away. I'm going to keep it for sentimental reasons. Had a couple of people comment that when I said I didn't like Petersons, I was actually smoking this Dracula. That is correct. I don't necessarily enjoy the pipe so much as it It's a sentimental thing. It means a little something more to me than just simply a Peterson pipe, so I'm going to keep it. Here, this is what I consider my beater pipe, my traveler pipe. It is a Porto Servo 7LE 404 Zulu. Never cleaned up the stem on this one, as you can see. As I said, this is what I consider my beater. It's easy to travel, and if I ever lost it or something like that, I would not be too upset. Although, it is a very good smoker. It is a quick smoke. The chamber is much smaller than the king size. And so a lot of times when I have my daughter, when she's on this side, that is what I smoke to have a quick pipe so I don't waste too much time away from her. And finally, I have my Country Gentleman. Just recently purchased this from the Pipe Nook. Eddie Gray sent me this. I purchased it. He didn't send it to me as a promotion or anything. I purchased it from him. But Eddie Gray over there at the Pipe Nook has a great stock. Check it out. His selection right now, I believe he said he just recently got some 7LE Series 3 in. They are a hot commodity, so if you want one, you better get over there and get one. He has some of the 673 models in, so check it out. I actually have a Forever stem ordered, but it has either gotten lost in the mail or the coronavirus has caused it to be delayed. Either way, I'm still waiting on it to come. So as of right now, this is my collection. I do smoke approximately 7 pipes a day or more, and if I smoke more, I will smoke my beater. So I keep these in rotation. I let them rest for a full 24 hours before I smoke my second smoke in them. So I'll smoke one pipe, let it rest for 24 hours, and then we get up and do it all again the next day. So that's why generally, if you'll notice, my videos a lot of times will be on a rotation, and that is why, because I have a smaller collection than most. I do have one more on the way. It is a 7LE 673 KS rusticated cocktail, and that is going to be replacing the Peterson Aaron Bulldog, so that this little guy can finally be adopted and have a much better home than it has here. Although I do take care of it. I don't believe in mistreating my possessions. This is kind of the odd one out, because I think he knows that he doesn't really fit in. So that's okay. We're going to send him somewhere where he does. Anyway, guys, gals, that is my collection so far. Hope you enjoyed it. Had a lot of people asking about my collection, so there they are. Each one of these are very good smokers. Love them all. I have to admit, I've never smoked this yet. I want to do some modifications first. I'm thinking about sending it over to Cane Rod Piper and having that insert in there cut down and then put some pipe mud in. If I do not do it that way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pipe mud in myself and just see if I can get the angle right here. Put the pipe mud in myself and then just pack around it to make a more even smoking surface on the bottom there. It is a Missouri Meerschaum, so it has, if I'm not mistaken, well, I better not lie. I don't know if this has the hardwood plug or not. I know there's a way to tell. If there's the yellow sticker, I think it has a hardwood plug, but don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. I'll have to do a video on that some other time. At any rate, folks, there it is. Hope you enjoyed them. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Full Dottle. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give me a big thumbs up. Until next time we see each other, everybody, I bid you farewell and happy piping. Goodbye. Have you enlisted in the Full Dottle platoon yet? It's easy. Just click the subscribe button. Also, hit that bell icon to be notified as soon as I upload the next episode.